Check this out, fancy new intro. Alright, here's a bit of excuse me, here's a bit of old school Google Earth, because I don't know how to do fancy zoomy thingies. New Zealand, Australia, Papua New Guinea up here. Out of interest, when I do my FIFO, I go New Plymouth, Auckland, Brisbane, Moresby, Kimbe. Alright, so Papua New Guinea, here's Port Moresby, and the company I'm working for, Global Constructions, they have a head office in here. Where have you gone? That's their yard, they got a nice big yard there. So that's in Moresby. And if we go back out and we'll head over to Kimbe. There you go, you can see it there. So today I'm going to take you and we're going to land at Hoskins, and then we're going to drive 45 minutes into Kimbe, and then I'll show you a little bit of Kimbe town. This is my first look. So sorry if I'm making you dizzy, this could be a bit better, eh? So there's Hoskins Airport. Then we drive all the way down here, Maybe I'll have to zoom out. Here we go. All the way through there. And there is Kimbe Port. The project we're doing is upgrading everything that's dry, basically everything that's on the land side. Renovating the buildings, upgrading the yard. This is a big palm kernel shed, main offices, whole bunch of stuff in here. Anyway, we'll talk about that another day. Here's Kimbe town. We're going to do a drive through Kimbe town. We'll stay out here at Liamo Reef Resort. We'll show you that. It's a nice place on the beach. And what else can I show you in here? There's some markets that we're going to have a look at that we'll drive through. And I think they are... I'm lost. They're in one of these blocks. I think it's this. Is it that block? Somewhere in here anyway. Maybe it's there. Maybe that's it. We're going to drive through these markets in here. Alright, enough of getting dizzy with Google Maps. We'll get on with episode number 3. Thanks for waiting. Morning. Monday morning. Kimbe. I'm not sure, got to work out how to say that. Made it over here yesterday. There's a story about that, you'll see that. I'm in the Liamo Hotel, or Liamo Reef Hotel in Kimbe. What's on today? Had breakfast, meeting with a couple of key suppliers who've also got a bunch of land and property, potential for yard, offices, houses to rent, things like that. So that'll be cool. A couple of meetings there. It's rained here. It was raining on arrival. What we've discovered is at the Liamo Resort, the internet doesn't work when it's raining. So have set up the old dongle, bought myself a dongle in POM, and so that I'm connected. And that's about the summary. Tune in with you later once something exciting happens during the day. Hooroo! Arriving in Hoskins and then Kimbe town reminds me heaps of Savu Savu and Vanuatu in Fiji, where we used to live 10 or 12 years ago. Similar sized town, similar vibe, right on the coast. Nice sort of small town where people from the villages come in to get their weekly or monthly groceries. So that's going to be sort of a fun sort of vibe.
Take some good pictures and then send it.
Send it to home.
Yeah.
stock 7 Sedan away, enough bound for passive facility routes, thank you.
Here we are waiting for some baggage at Hoskins. It's the baggage coming out the little collector there, out into the rain of course. Now on that drive, so we're cruising along, lovely palm trees, nice roads, some churches, some schools, some villages, all nice and tidy. And then brace yourself, here comes some potholes. We get to drive through these potholes for probably 20 or 30 minutes. And there are some crazy ones in there, man. Like potholes so big, you drive off the road and you go into the shoulder, but then the shoulder's buggered because everyone's driven on the shoulder. And it's like that all the way in. Oh, anyway, here we are. The Armo Reef Resort. Stayed here for a couple of nights on the first time into Kimbe. Some fruit and some veggies. So you can always stop and get fresh goods. And there's the sort of bus stop or transit area where see all the vans, so people grab vans and go back out to wherever they're staying. So they're like buses. I think they're called PMVs, passenger motor vehicle or something like that. Alright, we drove out the other side to go and have a look at, I think it's called Wailingi Resort, another place that we were looking at staying, but it's a bit too fancy for long-term construction accommodation. But came across some cattle on the road here. There's an abattoir just up to the left, so gone in there and bought some meat. That meat even comes across to Moresby and across to the mainland. So good to get the local good stuff. Here we are at the back of town there. I was trying to show you on Google Maps. So we're just swinging a Yui. Driving back up there, you hit a T intersection, and then that road running along is the one that we're on the previous clip on the main street. We're sort of a couple of blocks back now. There's one area behind us called Section 21 or something like that. So I don't know if they have street names, maybe just sections or zones, things like that. This is my first time driving in Kimbe, and this was driving by myself. Previously I had a driver. So still pretty nervous, got the doors locked and the windows up and being pretty careful. And I'm sure I'll get more comfortable once I get local and get to know some people and make some local friends. And on the right's a whole heap of markets, clothes and all sorts of goodies. Well, that about wraps up episode number 3. I hope it was all worthwhile, worth waiting for. It's taken ages, sorry. I was hoping to put out one every sort of 2 weeks, but it's been a few weeks between drinks, as they say. Just so busy, working 7 days, solid days. So I get home at 6 or 6:30, have a beer, cook a meal, and I'm in bed at 7:30, so I'm absolutely beat. Anyway, it's been a long first rotation. I sort of stuffed up my flights and my dates and things, so we're 6 weeks into it now. So I'll get home for a rest, and I'll do a bit of videoing on what that looks like. As Dad would say, the videos are coming along nicely. Hopefully we're getting better at them. That's about it for now. Thanks for sticking with me, and episode number 4, I'm not sure what there's going to be, but we'll work out a theme and keep you posted. Thanks for sticking around. See ya.